Hey everybody, it's me, CJ the Body. Excuse my background, I'm at work. It's like 4:30 in the morning. So that just goes to show you how dedicated I am to making these videos for everybody. But I'm sorry also about last week. I was a little bit preoccupied due to Thanksgiving. I had 2 Thanksgivings. I hope everyone enjoyed theirs. Besides those weak-ass plays that some of y'all was uploading, it looked like everybody pretty much enjoyed theirs. So I'm looking forward to Christmas. But this episode of Housewives was episode 4, titled The All White Never Forget Showdown. And this episode started off where the last one left off at, with Greg going to the hospital to have his surgery. This episode, he's coming home from his surgery. NENE's picking him up from the hospital. We find out that his surgery went okay. They did find some kind of abnormalities with his heart rhythm. It'll beat normally, then it'll slow down, then it'll stop, and I guess it'll pick back up again. So I'm pretty sure they'll be looking into a pacemaker probably for him or something else. But he's doing pretty good. He's not back to 100%, but he's doing better than what he was doing before. We also see Sheree talking to her life coach, Mr. Jack Daniels himself. She executed his homework assignment that he assigned to her. She met up with KANDI and a couple of her old friends, and they reenacted on how she would tell her kids about her and Bob's, domestic violence situation, which is kind of weird to me that she doesn't really want to talk about it to them, being that they've seen everything act out on TV. I think it would kind of open up the door a little bit easier to hold that conversation with them, because they've seen how he responded to her on certain situations and stuff. So I would think it'd kind of be a little bit easier because they've seen a little bit firsthand, but it's still her kid, so I can understand. She also told them that she was contacted by the Domestic Violence Coalition, and they kind of want her to be a spokesperson, brand ambassador, or what have you. And, he's pretty much telling her, well, in order for you to be comfortable talking about it to other people, you need to be able first to talk about it to your kids. So she set up a time frame, which was 2 weeks, to be able to tell her kids. He also assigned her a double homework assignment, which was take some time for yourself. Do something that you don't normally do, whether it's get a hotel room, eat bad junk food, whatever it is, do something for yourself. And that's a key thing. I think everybody need to do something for themselves every now and again. Today's Cyber Monday, so I'm going to be doing for myself today. We also see my girl KANDI. She's on her way to New York. She trying to pack. Last episode we found out that Carmen was quitting Candy Coated Factory, not on bad terms. She's opening up her own insurance company, and KANDI's helping finance it or helping jump it off or whatever. So that's a good thing. But this episode, we see KANDI's life kind of getting disheveled without Carmen being her assistant or whatever. Don Juan's coming over there trying to get KANDI and Todd on a plane to New York because KANDI has landed the cover of Essence, which is very, very good. Good job. He's trying to get them on a plane there. They don't have anything packed. While he's there, he's telling them that he didn't even book them a hotel room because they're so booked. All the hotel rooms are so booked in New York. So it's kind of like KANDI starting to miss Carmen a little bit because Don Juan, I guess he doesn't handle that kind of stuff for her usually. He hasn't done it in 10 years, so he says. So it's going to be a little struggle at the Candy Coated Factory until they find a replacement for Carmen. Then we see Porsha having a meeting or whatever with her cousin and her sister Lauren, because her and Lauren got into a debate and an argument last episode. They had a meeting with the financial advisor about opening up a salon, and Porsha and Lauren just were bumping heads. Porsha was more so talking about it as if it was her salon, when I guess that they were supposed to be opening it up together. So Lauren pretty much got an attitude at the meeting. They had words. Lauren moved out with her daughter, and I guess they hadn't spoken sense until this meeting. And at the little rendezvous, Lauren's pretty much, telling Porsha, she kind of feels like if Portia's career is steady skyrocketing and businesses are booming, where does that kind of leave her, being that she's about to turn 30, she has a child now. It's not really like she has a real career that doesn't involve Porsha. So if Porsha ever gets to the point where she doesn't no longer need her sister working with her, she needs some top dog, marketing, assistant, advisor, manager, where does that leave Lauren, and how is she going to provide for herself? So it's kind of leaving her like in a little mild midlife crisis or whatever. But Porsha assures her that, that they're sisters, they're doing this together, blah, 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 blah. They work it the fuck out. I really ain't feeling Porsha. But we go back to my girl NENE, who talking to her friend Brandon and Monique. They came to visit her, and she's telling them about her girls and gays kickback or something. It's like a little kickback thing she's doing, and they're all for it or whatever. So they ask NENE, are you inviting Porsha? And she goes to say no, which is ironic because her and Porsha does live in the same neighborhood. So it's kind of like Porsha might be on her way home and drive past NENE's house that night and just see everybody the fuck outside, and her dirty ass ain't get invited. But it's cool. NENE basically saying, she really ain't fucking with Porsha. Last time she talked to Porsha, it wasn't really good. That was at Cynthia's birthday party. And Monique and Brandon are like, you should meet up with Porsha, talk to her, work things out. And NENE even told us, like, Porsha sent her a text message, stating like she wanted to have a sit down with NENE. She doesn't understand why NENE's so angry with her. And I highly doubt, I don't really think that was the right choice of words. I don't think NENE was angry with Porsha. I think she's tired of Porsha playing that dumb dingy role. Bitch, almost mid-30s. It's time to have some common fucking sense. Like she said, you're not that dumb, you're not that dingy. She kind of feels as though she's still stuck on the PHAEDRA situation. She thinks that Porsha let PHAEDRA take the bullet for her or whatever. And I don't really see that either, though. I don't see that, but because PHAEDRA was wrong, all the way wrong. But NENE, like I said, she told us that the girl sent her a text message asking her to meet, and NENE said no, basically. She ignored it or whatever. She wasn't meeting up with Porsha. She's not inviting her to her motherfucking party. And she walked the fuck off and started ignoring her friends because they were still trying to convince her to come invite her to the girls and gays party that she's throwing. And she wasn't having that shit. And now that More Manor is done being renovated and Chateau SHEREE is done being built from the fucking ground up, the ladies are finally trying to build a friendship and work past their petty ass beef about whose house is better and whose house is bigger and all of that bullshit. And Kenya invites SHEREE to like a soul cycle thing, which is kind of cool because they both are interested in working out. SHEREE loves to work out, Kenya loves to work out. So it's a good plateau for them to start off on and working on their friendship. Kenya also asked SHEREE, being that we both had some kind of domestic violence situation, Kenya's working on a PSA announcement for domestic violence. And she wants SHEREE to definitely be a part of it. Kenya had her thing with Matt. SHEREE has her thing going on with Bob. And even though Matt didn't necessarily put his hands on Kenya, domestic violence, like I said, also comes from emotional, all kind of stuff. So him busting out her windows and shit, that still all counts as a part of domestic violence. But SHEREE lets her know, I was approached by the Domestic Violence Coalition. So as long as it's not a conflict of interest, she's willing to give it some thought. She also gets a text message from She also gets a text message from NENE about the girls and gays kickback party, soiree, or whatever she's throwing or whatever. And the ladies kiki about that. Then we see my girl KANDI in New York. She's greeted by the editors, all that essence. And come to find out, she's on the cover of the confidence issue of the Essence magazine, which is a big deal. I do think KANDI exudes a lot of confidence. She's willing to take on things she's never even tried before, like myself with this YouTube video stuff. So she's willing to put herself out there, like with the play and, even going back with the XSCAPE, that still takes a little bit of confidence because she hasn't even performed with them in so long. So she's more than willing to step out of her comfort zone, and I appreciate that about her. But kudos to KANDI. Cynthia is on her date with Will. This is her second date. Last episode, she went on her first date. And they even bumped into NENE. And NENE liked Will. Cynthia agrees that she really, really likes Will. She's even acting real nervous around him right now on her date. She likes him a little too much, and she's not even in a position to where she wants to like someone. She really wants to date around and see what's out there. But the guy Will is lightweight sweeping her off her feet. He even brought up the fact that, when he got home after their first date, his phone was blowing up because there was so many blog reports about him and her first date. So he was kind of shell-shocked by that. But he also asked her, what's some advice you can give me for dating you? I'm guessing he was looking for advice about that. But she was basically telling him, as long as we keep communication open and, talk amongst ourselves, everything should work out. She is a little irritated, too, because of the media won't back off just a tad bit, especially since it was only their first date. It kind of puts a lot of pressure on it because they're already quoting him as her new boyfriend, and it's not nothing like that. But Will ain't moving slow at all. He even asking to come over to Lake Bailey. He trying to get up in Cynthia's panties. He not fucking playing. He like, when can I come over to Lake Bailey? What Lake Bailey looking like? He trying to swim up in Lake Bailey. For real, for real. My name. Skipping to NeNe's party, before everyone gets there, Marlo greets her or whatever. We see Marlo. Her and NeNe have not been friends in about 4 years. They bumped into each other a couple of weeks prior to the event at the mall. NeNe says that they went back and forth, had a small little argument for about a half an hour, and I guess pretty much got out all their animosity towards one another, because as we can see, the ladies are back being cool. They're calling each other sisters again. It's like they're picking up where they never left off, where they left off at, or whatever. We also see SHEREE making a visit to Kim Zolciak. I don't know how I feel about Kim. I used to like Kim, but I think she's coming back very, very messy. I don't even think she's going to have a peach. I don't even think she's going to be a main cast member. That's one of the reasons why I'm irritated that she's coming back so messy. She's consistently taking stabs at Kenya. Out the whole conversation with her and SHEREE, she's taking stabs at Kenya about having 46-year-old eggs, about her marriage being fake. She married a fan. It's just all kind of shit that I feel like you don't know Kenya to even care about anything about the girl. So SHEREE also says that, you know, her life coach mentioned having me time or whatever. So she wants to share her me time with some of the ladies of her Housewives. So she's getting ready to plan a trip to San Francisco. So we don't know really what's going to happen then. I don't even know if Kim's invited, if Kenya's invited. So we'll see how that all works out. Jumping to the actual party, PORSHA was not invited. She was at home making wigs, playing in wigs. You know, she done shaved all her fucking head off, so all her fucking hair off. So it's not really like she got much to do. She playing with wigs with her sister. So she don't really let her tell her give a fuck about the party. She hard working and all of this other shit. Like I said, I'm not really feeling PORSHA because she thinks she's the victim a lot. The ladies were shady as fuck about the name. So was Miss J or Mr. J or whatever his name is, the gay guy. He didn't like the fact that it was called Girls and Gays. I did not see that a big problem, being that you're gay and you like to hang around girls. I mean, it is what it is. He just made it seem, he just wanted to be a part of the show for real. Fuck him. Moving on. SHEREE comes up a little bit late with Kim Zolciak, who they did not know was coming to the party. Even NeNe herself did not know Kim was coming to her party. And like Kim always, she had her little red cup. If you know me, I have a cup that I always drink out of. It ain't the solo cup, but I have my own little cup because I don't drink out of styrofoam because it absorbs the alcohol. So if you're trying to get drunk, word to the wise, do not drink out of styrofoam or paper or whatever. I have a pet peeve with that. It ain't my thing. I drink out of plastic or glass. But they're all excited to see Kim. It's like kind of like an originals reunion of the original Peach Holders. We had Lisa Wu at the party, Kim Zolciak, SHEREE Whitfield, and NeNe Leakes. All we was missing was LHHNY, who was married to Eric Snow from the Cavs. But she wasn't on there or whatever. So it's kind of like a little mini reunion of the original Peaches without her. NeNe suggested that the ladies all move the party into the inside so they could be, you know, have a little more intimacy when they're talking. They go in the house. Marlo brings up Kenya's husband. She's like, well, bitch, I ain't met your husband. Everybody else that met him. And everybody like, we ain't met him. Cynthia admitted she did talk to him on the phone, so he is a real person. We know that. But they all, you know, just talking about the husband situation. Kenya's pretty much laughing it all off, like, y'all gonna meet him soon enough, yada, yada, yada. Excuse me. And Kim consistently throws shade. He's not real. It's never gonna happen. He's fake. Da, da, da. And it just was, Kenya was holding her composure for a split second. A little comment longer than I would have. But, she basically turned the fuck off, like, shut the fuck up. You worry about your husband and your kids and da-da-da. Come to find out, Kim is pregnant again with baby 7. Yeah, she's pregnant recently. Her daughter Brielle put it on the internet. So, you know, she's worried about whatever Kenya has going on. You worry about your household and focus on that, because it's just, I just don't like when people worried about somebody else that they don't even fucking know. She going off on Kenya, and Kenya hit her ass with a low blow. Kim Zolciak tweeted to Chrissy Teigen, I guess John Legend was doing a concert in Atlanta, and Brielle and Kimberly wanted to go. So she tweeted Chrissy Teigen something on the lines of, who do Brielle have to blow for John Legend tickets? And Chrissy Teigen, I think, tweeted back like she doesn't have to do all of that. You guys can get tickets or whatever, whatever. And it kind of, as the mother, it does look a little bit sickening to say, who does your daughter have to suck dick to get free concert tickets? It sounds like you're pimping your daughter the fuck out. Even in a joking way, I don't know. My mother has a very vulgar mouth, and I don't know her to say some shit like that. Trying to pimp me out for some shit. But Ken smacked her ass in the stomach with that one. She was like, well, why don't you go finish prostituting your daughter out, or whatever the case may be.
Real, bitch. As real as your hair. Your tits, your ass, that whole ugly face ain't real. I realize you're obsessed. You do. You're asking about my life. Why is Kim so obsessed with me? And why is she so angry? If she's so happy with her 10 kids and her husband and all of that, why is she so focused on me? It's all a fucking lie, bitch. Worry about your botched surgery. Don't worry about me. Why are you so concerned? Because you have something to hide. Worry about your life and the daughter you pimp out for John Legend tickets. See whose she'll suck for John Legend tickets, bitch. Worry about pimping your daughter out, bitch. Oh, so you're following me on Twitter? Let me tell you something, bitch. Let me tell you something, bitch. No, bitch. No.
Kim, I guess, caught herself pouncing up to jump on Kenya, and that's when the episode pretty much ended. We're going to see what happens, I'm pretty sure, in the next episode. I can't wait. I'm also working on other videos, so guys, please be patient. I appreciate the patience. Also, like, comment, and share. I've been told to tell people to share my videos. I appreciate it if y'all fucking do. It'll be the realest shit that y'all ever fucking do for me, because I'll ask bitches for shit. So like, comment, share, and subscribe will be the main things that I'll ever ask y'all to do in my fucking life. So keep y'all head up. I'll see y'all next weekend. Thank y'all for joining me. Love y'all. Have a good night.